Hey guys, this is a 20-minute flow for helping you fit a little bit of yoga into your day. For me, yoga is all about connecting to myself. So it doesn't really matter if what you end up doing is a little bit different to what I do on the mat. Just use this opportunity to really feel into your body, stay with your breath, and just take the next 20 minutes for you.
So let's start by coming onto the hands and the knees, pressing firmly through the palms, through the fingertips, rounding the upper back. Start to feel a bit of engagement through the shoulder blades. And then pushing into the hands to send your hips to your heels. The toes stay tucked. As you breathe here, feel a little bit of a stretch through the feet. And then on the inhale, you're going to slide your body all the way forwards. Keep your chest just off the ground, pushing into the hands as you round the spine all the way back, sitting your hips to your heels. So using your inhale to snake the body forwards, keep the chest just above the floor and then peel the elbows up, pressing into the hands, rounding through the spine. Exhale the hips to the heels. This time you're going to come all the way forwards, lengthening the chest away from the heels and then sliding the body to the floor. Hands to the corners of the mat. As you inhale, peel the chest away from the ground, and as you exhale, gently lower back down. So just using your breath to ripple through the upper body, just finding that movement, that space. This time as you inhale, draw the body up, and as you exhale, drop the right shoulder in just gently. Inhale, bring it back to center, and as you exhale, take it onto the left. As you come back to the center, slowly lower yourself down, slide the hands under the shoulders, tuck the toes, and gently make your way back to a downward facing dog with the feet nice and wide. And then you're going to step the left foot to center. As you inhale, raise the right leg all the way back behind you, bending the knee, opening up the hip. You can shift the right hand forwards ever so slightly and breathe into the right side of the body. Straightening the right leg, bringing it all the way to the top of the mat towards the right hand. And as you press the toes to the ground, lift up through the right leg to pyramid pose. As you exhale, drop the back knee, look forwards. Inhale to lengthen. Placing the hands either side of the right foot. And then stepping back, lifting the leg all the way behind you again and give it a good shake. Just release any tension from the hip and place the foot back to the floor. Swapping the right foot to the center of the mat. As you inhale, reach the left leg high, bending the knee and breathing space into the left side of the body. Use your inhale to draw the leg all the way around towards the front of the mat. Inhaling to find length in pyramid pose, and as you exhale, drop the back knee, bending the front leg and look forwards. Press the hands into the floor. As you inhale, draw the left leg all the way back, three-legged dog, stretch it out, and then step the foot back down to the floor. Have a little bend through the knees, ground down through the hands, spread the fingers. As you inhale, ripple the body all the way forwards. And as you exhale, drop the hips, lift the heart center, flipping the toes, then pushing into the hands, send the hips to the heels, coming to a child's pose. From here, take the hands behind you, clasp hold of the heels. If it's comfortable, you can lift up the hips, coming into a camel pose. So just take this to where it feels right for you. Create space in the lower back. And as you exhale, release. Sending the hands all the way forwards, tucking the toes. Hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Inhale, raise the right leg high behind you. Bending the knee to open up the hip, and then send that knee all the way towards the right shoulder. Shoulders come over the wrists, and then the right foot steps between the palms at the top of the mat. Inhale to straighten the right leg and the spine. Exhale to fold over the shin. As you inhale, press into the left hand, extend the right fingertips to the sky. Lengthen the crown of the head away from the back heel. Maximize length. And then place the right hand back to the floor. Dropping the back knee down. As you inhale, raise the arms over the head. As you exhale, take a little cactus with the hands, really draw the shoulder blades down the back. As you inhale, raise the arms back over the head. Exhale to fold down over the shin, coming to a half Hanumanasana, hamstring stretch. And then reaching the hands to frame the front foot. Use your inhale to step the right foot all the way back and breathe through a vinyasa, so opening up through the front of the body. And as you exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Left side leg rises high on the inhale, bending the knee, open up the hip. Using your exhale to draw that knee all the way towards the left arm, placing the foot between the palms. Inhale, find length through the legs and the spine. Exhale to fold. Dropping the back knee as you inhale, reach the arms over the head. And as you exhale, take a cactus with the arms. Inhale, reach the arms back over the head. Inhale to reach the fingertips up. Exhale, folding over a straight left leg. And then press into the right hand as you peel the left fingertips up towards the sky. Lengthen the crown of the head away from the tailbone. Using your next exhale to frame the left foot, tuck the knee to the chest, send it to the back of the mat and lower through a vinyasa, connecting to your breath. So inhale, up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, come all the way back into a child's pose this time. Lengthen the fingertips away from you. And then use your next inhale to untuck your toes and exhale to soften back. Feel the breath in the back of the rib cage and then begin to walk the hands all the way to the top corners of the mat. Send the chest down for Anahatasana, coming into this heart-opening pose. The hips stack over the knees and just notice the change in the breath in this pose. Feel the space, feel any resistance and see if you can soften in. The toenails can be on the floor or you can tuck the toes under, whatever feels most comfortable. And just find your breath here. Thinking about lengthening the spine as you breathe in, tuck the toes behind you, keep the hands outstretched. So we come into this extended plank, really squeezing the core, finding that support from the center of the body. And then walk the left hand to the center of the mat, drop onto the left heel, finding a side plank. Extending right fingers up to the sky. If this is too strong, you can drop the bottom knee. Keep lifting up through the right hip, extending the crown of the head away from the heel. And then if it's comfortable on the shoulder, with your next inhale, you can open up through the front of the body, step the right foot behind you. Inhale, reach back up, place the right hand to the top of the mat, step both feet down, swap over to the other side. So you're extending the left hand up towards the sky. Lengthening through the side body, squeezing the legs together. And if it's comfortable on the shoulder, you can step that top foot back, lift up, find space through the front and back of the spine as you find a wild thing. And then taking the gaze down, bring the left hand back to the mat. Take the tailbone high and find downward facing dog. Use a deep inhale in and a big sigh to let it go. You can soften the knees, you can have a little bit of a play, wiggle the hips, whatever feels good. And then sending yourself all the way forwards, rippling through the spine. Let's lower through a vinyasa. Inhale to broaden the collarbones, shoulder blades draw down the back. Exhale, tailbone lifts towards the sky, downward facing dog. And then look beyond the hands. You're going to bend the knees, step or jump all the way to the top of the mat. Find length through the spine as you inhale and exhale to fold over the toes. Sweep the arms, look to the thumbs, come all the way up to standing. And as you exhale, bringing the hands back to the heart center. Taking a moment here, reconnect with your breath. The eyes can be closed, the eyes can be open, but we find that grounding through the feet. And then as you lengthen down through the center of the left foot, we're going to come to tree pose. So bending the right knee, placing the sole of the foot to the calf or the inner thigh. Maybe you reach the arms over the head. Maybe they stay at the heart center. Just work with whatever feels right for you. Keep imagining that the tailbone is lengthening down next to the left heel. So we have this gentle tuck of the tailbone, this extension through the crown of the head. As you inhale, raise the right knee into the chest. As you exhale, lengthen the heel away from you. Use the scoop of the lower belly to lift the leg a little higher. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, transition through to a warrior three, sending the right leg all the way back behind you. And then softly bending the left knee, step the right foot to the back of the mat and reach up to your high lunge. Drawing inner thighs towards each other, engage the glutes, lengthen through the back heel. The left knee stacks above the left ankle. As you inhale, straighten the left leg. We're going to turn to face the right side so that the feet are parallel to each other. Interlacing the hands behind the back. As you inhale, lift the heart, and as you exhale, begin to fold the body forwards. You can release the hands, taking hold of the big toes with the two-piece fingers. As you inhale, find length through the spine. And as you exhale, folding down, send the elbows wide. Weight comes into the outside edges of the feet, and you energize up the legs. And then with your next breath, you're going to bring the hands to the center of the mat. Lift the chest halfway. Bringing the hands onto the hips as you exhale. As you inhale, draw the torso up. And exhale, big step to the top of the mat. Samastitihi. Let's swap over onto the left side. So really grounding down through the right foot. Bring the sole of the left foot to the inside of the right leg. And we have this external rotation, kind of this opening up of the left hip. Active energy through the right thigh. Drawing the hands over the head, or you can just leave them at the heart center. And the foot can be down on the calf rather than up on the thigh. And then as you inhale, draw the knee into the chest. Exhale, push through the heel, send it forward, suck in the lower belly. Take another breath in, and as you exhale, begin to send the leg all the way back behind you. Reaching through the fingertips, pushing through the back heel. Take a breath, and as you exhale, soften the right knee, step the left foot back. Extending up through the fingertips, keep a gentle tuck of the tailbone. Stay connected to your breath. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, pivot on the feet, come to face the other side. Pigeon toe the feet in slightly, and then push through the outside edges of the feet as you interlace the hands behind your back and fold the body forwards. If you can, try to draw the palms together. As you can see, that's a little bit tricky for me, but I'm working on opening up the shoulders, lengthening the spine, and then taking your hands all the way down to the floor. Pressing into the palms, begin to heel toe the feet a little bit closer together. And then with the heels in, toes out, we're going to drop the hips down, bend the knees, find our Malasana, yogi squat. And find the breath again. Imagine that you're trying to open up the space along the collarbones, broaden the front of the body, tucking the tailbone. And then slowly place one hand back to support yourself as you lower the bottom to the floor. Straightening the left leg. Then bending the right knee, bring the sole of the foot to the inside of the left leg, a little bit like our tree pose. Maybe you can take some of the flesh from underneath your seat. And then without rounding the spine, we're going to fold over the left leg and take a hamstring stretch, but we really want to keep the upper body long. So slide the shoulder blades down the back, broadening across the chest, keeping that space and length, really using your breath, hollowing out the lower belly to draw yourself down. And then on a next inhale, bring the chest up.
You're going to take the left leg and draw it over the top of the right. So we're coming into this sort of cow face or shoelace pose. If this isn't comfortable on your hips, then you can bring the shins parallel to each other instead so that there's a little bit more space. And then maybe this is enough for you here. But if you're open to a little bit more, then you can reach the hands forwards and get a nice stretch through the glutes. And again, we're just connecting to that feeling of the breath, drawing into the back of the body, the side ribs. And using the inhale to come back up. You're going to unravel the legs and swap over to the other side. So draw the left knee into the chest, settle the sit bones to the floor, and then drop that left knee down. Press active foot to the inner thigh, reaching the right heel away so the toes are flexed. And you're just breathing and using each breath to create length and space. And then with your next inhale, we're going to draw that top leg over so we come back to our shoelace on the other side. And this might feel really, really different one side to the other. So just be where you are on this side. And if there's space you want to explore, then of course you can fold forwards. But otherwise, just stay as you are. Breathe away any resistance. And then walking the hands up on the inhale, unwinding the legs. And this time, the soles of the feet are going to come to touch for Baddha Konasana. So having this external rotation of the thighs, looking for space in the hips. And as you fold the body forwards, the movement might just be really, really slight, or it might be quite a big fold here. It depends on lots of things. Mobility in the hips, among others. We just want to breathe, keeping the spine straight, softening the jaw so that you're not clenching and bringing tension elsewhere into the body. And just using your breath. And then as you inhale, bring the knees together, have a nice big squeeze, maybe place the head to the knees. And then we're going to place the hands behind us and just rock the knees from side to side, just kind of letting it all go. Stay with your breath. And then bringing yourself to the center of your mat. You're going to reach your hands out, picking up one leg, then the other, Navasana. Inhale, open the arms to the side. Exhale, over the head. Inhale to lower down. Exhale, up. Inhale to the sides, exhale to center, inhale to the sides, exhale up, inhale to lower, exhale to rise. Inhale, make a big circle all the way up, and as you exhale, we're going to come down to a low dish. So squeezing the belly button to spine. Take a breath, and as you exhale, release the shoulders to the floor. Placing the feet down, making sure you can touch the backs of the heels with the fingertips, and then drawing the hips away from the ground, interlacing the hands behind you, just taking a nice big opening through the front of the body without crunching into the spine. So send the knees forwards, gentle engagement of the glutes, push through the heels. Inhale, come up onto the tiptoes, take it a little bit deeper. As you exhale, lower the heels. And then lowering the hips all the way down. Maybe dropping the knees from side to side again. Just enjoying these last few moments. And then let's catch hold of the toe on the right side. Keep the left sole of the foot to the floor. And then place the heel onto the left thigh, reach through, grab hold of the left shin and just draw it in for a last little glute stretch here. Just
using your breath to draw yourself a little deeper, and then place the foot back down to the floor. We're going to shuffle the hips over to the right and let the knees drop to the left. The gaze comes over the right shoulder, and maybe the right hand falls to the side. And then using your next breath, bring yourself back to center. Unravel the legs, catch hold of the left big toe this time, straighten through the heel. Just get a nice little bit of last stretch through the hamstring, and then lower the heel down onto the right thigh. Reach the hands through, get up, hold of the shin, and just let the shoulders soften to the floor. So we're starting to release a little bit of the effort, surrendering to the pose, and then just letting the legs cross over, shuffle the hips to the left, dropping the knees to the right, gazing over the left shoulder, fingertips are soft, tailbone lengthens down so the spine is still long. And then using your next inhale, come back to center. Maybe give the knees one last squeeze into the chest. And then you're going to lengthen the legs down onto the floor. Turn the backs of the hands to the ground, palms face the sky. Take a deep breath in through the nose and open the mouth, let it go. And you can stay here as long as you need. And then when you're done, beginning to bring a little bit of movement back to the body. Maybe taking a big stretch, drawing the knees in, and then in whatever way feels comfortable for you, you can make your way up to seated. Try to keep the eyes closed, just allow yourself these last few moments. And then connect the hands at the heart. Offer up your practice to somebody that you love. Namaste.
I hope that flow has left you feeling energized and connected to yourself. I'll see you next time.